Put the cocktail glass on the tomato slices. This is how you will prepare something very special. You've never tasted a tomato recipe like this before. They are perfect for breakfast or a snack. Preparing them is really easy, and they taste delicious. At the very beginning, choose vine-ripened tomatoes and cut them into slices. Arrange them on a kitchen board. Get a glass. Cut the center out of the tomato slices. Do the same with each subsequent prepared slice. Set the rings from the tomatoes aside. Chop the cut flesh from the tomatoes into small pieces. Transfer the pieces to a bowl. Then cut the chives with scissors. Add a cup of whole wheat flour to the mixture. Then whisk in 2 eggs. Season with a pinch of salt, pepper, garlic, or other favorite spices to your taste. Mix everything thoroughly. Heat a frying pan over medium heat and add some olive oil. Arrange the rings of tomatoes on the pan. Fill them with the prepared mixture. About 1 tablespoon of the chopped tomato mixture is enough for each disc. Cover the pan with a lid and fry for a few minutes over a fairly low heat. When the bottom of the tomato pancakes turns golden, flip them over to the other side. After frying, decorate the pancakes with parsley or chives. And there you have it. Delicious tomato pancakes are now ready to serve. Fry a chicken in water, and you won't fry it any other way ever. The trick with water will make it crispy and juicy. It's hard to believe, but if you put chicken directly into oil, it often turns dry and rubbery. And on top of that, while frying, you have everything around the pot or pan splashed with grease. There's a better way to fry it. Use some water, and you won't have any more mess. You will see how it makes the crispiest chicken ever, thanks to a bit of water. Yes, just plain water. Get 1 kilo of chicken wings. Cut off the tips. We will use the wings drumsticks only. Prepare your favorite seasonings for the chicken that you like, such as salt, bell pepper, paprika, turmeric, or curry. Add them to the chicken and mix. Sprinkle the lime over the meat with the spices. In another bowl, scoop 1 cup of corn flour. Add half a cup of plain flour to it. Put a pinch of salt, and mix the ingredients. Set the bowl and a dish of water by the pan. Take a piece of chicken, coat it in flour, thoroughly the whole piece, then dip it briefly in the water. Wait until it drips and put it right into the heated oil. Let's do it again. I will show you this with another piece. It must be thoroughly coated in flour, then dip it very briefly in water. And when it no longer drips water, put it on the heated fat. You will be surprised. The fat will not splash if you do it correctly. See, I hold my hand over the pan and nothing splashes. After a while, the chicken is fried. It looks extremely appetizing, tasty. It is extremely crispy and very juicy. Try this recipe the next time you want to fry chicken drumsticks or wings. You certainly won't regret it. Almost everyone has it at home. We use it for peeling vegetables such as potatoes, cucumbers, or carrots. But do you know what the protruding element is for? Most people don't pay any attention to it at all. However, since it's there, it surely serves a purpose. Peelers are strange in general. They have blades attached in one place in the middle, making them movable. 2 blades. Just this element, upon reflection, is odd. When you peel vegetables, you usually move the blade in only one direction. And here's the first surprise. Proper use of a peeler involves peeling vegetables in both directions. For example, when peeling carrots or cucumbers, you can peel these vegetables twice as fast. See how simple it is. It's a big help when preparing dinner. Just try it a few times and you won't peel vegetables the old way anymore. And what about that element? It's only on one side. It's not metallic. Sometimes, intuitively, when peeling potatoes, some people use this element to remove those black eyes. But it has a better application. You can use it to cut through any thicker skin, like when peeling oranges. You don't need to use a separate knife. You don't need to use a knife at all. Just that peeler. Did you know you could peel oranges with it? Did you know about these peeler functions?
Eat grapes in the winter as well. This recipe will allow you to store them for 2 years without a fridge. The grape season is in full swing right now. Instead of wasting the fruits, prepare them for the winter. Enjoy their taste all year round. Wash the grapes thoroughly and remove the fruits from the stems. Do this gently to avoid damaging the skins. I chose 2 types of grapes, green and red. They are sweet and ripe now. Such fruits spoil very quickly, so I don't delay and get to work. I put the grapes in large jars. Mine have a capacity of 1.5 liters. I arrange the fruits in layers. I fill the jars halfway with green grapes and then with red grapes. Then I pour in boiled water. We fill the jar so that the fruits are submerged in water. The next step is sugar. We add 1 tablespoon to the grapes. We close the jars tightly. We fill a pot with water and place kitchen towels on the bottom. We place the jars upside down. Bring to a boil and cook for 15 minutes. Remove the jars and let them cool down. Grapes prepared in this way can be stored without a fridge for up to 2 years. You can enjoy their taste all year round.
The most delicious cake with mandarins. It looks amazing, and it tastes even better. You can easily prepare it in a few minutes. Prepare 9 mandarins. Wash them thoroughly. Grate the peel of one of them finely. Then, peel the remaining 8 mandarins. Remove the peels carefully. Cut each of them in half. Prepare a cake baking pan. Grease it thoroughly. With fat, it can be oil or melted butter. Sprinkle 2 tablespoons of flour over the prepared dish. Dust the entire surface evenly. Now, evenly sprinkle 2 tablespoons of sugar. It should gently cover the entire bottom of the dish. Arrange the mandarins with the cut side down. It is best to arrange them in equal rows and spaces. For my dish, which has a bottom of about 20 by 30 centimeters, 15 such halves will fit. Place the peeled mandarin, from which you previously grated the peel, into the dish. Add 2 whole eggs. Add a pinch of salt. Blend the mandarin with eggs into a homogeneous mass. Strain the mass through a sieve into a large bowl to remove mandarin particles. Add the grated mandarin peel. Then add 100 grams of sugar and mix the batter. Pour in 150 grams of vegetable oil. I used sunflower oil. Pour in 150 milliliters of water. Add 220 grams of flour with a tablespoon of baking powder. Mix everything well into a homogeneous mass. Pour the batter over the mandarins so that it spreads evenly over the entire dish. The batter will not completely cover the mandarins. If you use a smaller mold, then the fruits will not be visible after pouring the batter. Place the cake in an oven preheated to 180 degrees for 40 minutes. After baking, turn it out, flipping it upside down. Finally, dust it with powdered sugar, and it's ready. This cake is quick and easy to prepare. It's simple but impressive. It also tastes great to anyone who has tried it at least once.